important part, which I didn't discuss yet, is that you have to program it, because you want that robot to do certain things for you. So basically, after you have made the machine, you add software. So let's divide it first. Robot has a two part. You call it the hardware part, which is a complete machine, so that software, for example, this machine I just showed you, which does a carpet cleaning, uh, as, and then it tells it to move from one point to another in a certain distance, and it keeps moving. As soon as it finds an obstacle, it will change the direction and then continue moving, and that's how it keeps going in the different direction, and that's how it cleans. So that's how it is programmed. Just like any other software, there was a software, it can be written in any language, and then that program is fed into this machine, and then this is an example of a small robot. Same thing, you can do it in any. So basically, the component, the mechanical component, all those stuff, just like any other machines. And then after that, you will have the software in it. And then you need the electricity or some kind of energy to make it run. And then it will run. So initially, when you make any machine, you test it. Your robot, you also test it for the function you have built it. You check it out if it is doing the same thing or not. And say, for example, this carpet cleaner, before prototype was built, it was tested in the lab to make sure it's doing the cleaning properly the way they want. If it was not, then added some more improvement to it. Continuous improvement they did for a while, perfected the machine. Once that machine was perfected, then they say that now it is a final product. Now it's ready for the market. Now we can sell it to the customers. And so that is exactly what you do. Suppose you are in the auto industry, then you are making a welding robots. So you will go and sell to the car industries. If you are a surgeon, you are making a surgical robot for, say, call it, you have heard of nowadays laser operation of the eyes, or this knee replacement. There are many operations wherever a part for the particular function, they can make a robot one function or multiple function, and then robot will do that thing for you. So that's what is the whole science robotic. So basically, why do we do it? The advantage is that machine does it repeatedly. Why we say that computer is smarter and better than us? Because computer does exactly the same thing over and over, but our brain is in the weird. It is doing so many things, so it forgets in the meantime. Oh, what I was talking about, you see that it happens all the time, right? You are talking to a friend and suddenly your brain gets some other ideas coming in, and you are lost, and you have lost the connection with your friend what you are talking about. But machine will not do that one. It will, because it has no interference from any other sources, so it will continue spending. That is why this is getting popular everywhere. There is in America, everything is getting automated. Society is automated because you don't need, like in India, if you want to run your household, you need so many things, and to run your, so you go and get the vegetable, do this, that, and then they come up with the machine, freeze, put everything in the freeze. It is not going to go bad, right? So that was a kind of automation. You can call it. It was invention of a robot in the old days. So that is what it is. It is nothing but a machine. Uh, Only thing is that it is mainly made for a task which normally human have hard time doing it. Like I said, example I gave you, a minute surgery, you will not be able to see it under the doctors cannot see it. So they need the laser or the robot which has a very scientific brain magnified, so they can see what you cannot see by your naked eyes. during the operation on the operation theater. So it will go exactly to a point. It will take the scissor to a point where you want to take. Similarly, when it does the welding in a car factory, it knows from where to start and where to begin. It is programmed that way. When you do it, when you start doing as a human welding, you cannot make that perfect welding like a machine. So they do a better job, and they do so cheaper than you in the long run, because they don't need to feed every day like you and me. They don't need to sleep. You can make them work 24 hours, right, without anything. But you and I cannot work more than 8-9 hours a day. So they, in the long run, they become cheaper. That is all about robotics. Is that clear to you? Did I explain your question? Okay.
Chandra, Apekha also has a question. What is that? Hello, Apekha.
Yes, yes, I again have a question in physics.
What is that?
What is the behavior of applicants in a series circuit?
What is the behavior of?
Applicants in a series circuit. Sorry.
Appliances in a series circuit.
Yes.
My God, why? What is the behavior?
So series and parallel. Okay, I'll explain to you. So the circuit is basically you can connect them into two ways. One way of connection is called series connection, and other is parallel connection. Do you understand first what is series and what is parallel?
Yes, I know.
Okay. So this is how, say for example, like you take a how could I say that, if you have a tape, you go from one to another end, and then you see that if it is a 10 feet tape long, you see that 1 feet, and they are, think about it, that they are connected one after. So that is what is the one way you can connect the electricity. And parallel connection is that between the 2 points you have to connect. Instead of only one connection, you can do multiple connection between the 2 points, and that will enhance the power. I mean, there is many other things. I'm simplifying it. So there are 2 connections. So your question is that when you connect a DC circuit basically in series, what is the output? That is your question. Okay. So basically it gets added. That whatever is the, say for example, the voltage, I think that one C1 plus C2 plus C3, something like that. There is a formula. So summation of that, that's how they get added. And I think when you do the parallel connection, I think it is like 1 by C or 1 by R plus 1 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, something like that. So you have to reference that one. So basically, there are 2 ways of connection, either series or parallel. And for different application, you use different thing. Just like, for example, if you have to make a drawing, you have a choice of using pencil, you have a choice of using your pen, but at certain places you use your pencil for drawing, but at other places you use pen for your drawing. Same way, there are certain advantages, and always you do it for advantage, right? For the profit, for less work. So there are certain applications where series is used, and there are certain. And I think the other thing will be that there are 2 types of circuit: DC circuit, alternating current. So if I remember, I think in alternate current you use the parallel connections, but in direct current you use the series connection in general. So circuit, when you start your power source, whatever is the voltage over the distance, it decreases. But in the alternative current, it doesn't happen. It maintains that one. That's why right now you take the electricity from one point to another without losing it too much. Very little thing you use, but current can be generated, say, for example, in Bombay, and we can use that current in Calcutta because we transmit through the wire. But if you do the same thing for the DC power, you will lose a lot. If you say, for example, you start a 1 megavolt, you will not get that megavolt. But in AC circuit, most likely you'll get almost like 99% of it.
Yeah, good. Now we have questions from Aryan also. Aryan, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have a question. Does light have what you call momentum?
Yeah, it has.
Sir, but it's massless.
But see, its energy is h nu. E is equal to h nu. So and E is equal to half mv squared. So from that you get the momentum also. So it has a momentum.
And also keep in mind, it is a wave. We have
Yeah.
been talking about wave. So light is nothing but wave. Electricity is nothing but wave. Sound is nothing but
So,
wave.
so Aryan, I have one question for you. Do you believe that you are made of atoms or protons or quark?
Sir, all of them.
All of them. So you are made of quarks, is it?
Yes. It is a part of neutrons, protons, etc.
But you don't see quarks. Have you found any quark in your house?
Sir, my room will be filled with them, but they are too small, so I can't see them.
Why your room? You are filled with quarks. Your whole body is quark.
Yes.
Yeah, but do you find anywhere quark in your house? If we are all made of quarks, why not the quarks they come out so that we can keep in a bottle or keep in a glass or something like that?
Sir, I think the house is made up of quark, so it will be filled with it. Them, right?
Yeah. Apekha? Apeksha is going to sleep now, I think, no?
Hello, Apeksha. Are you there? Maybe she had.
Are you made of quarks, Apeksha?
I think yes, we all are.
So do you find quarks in your house anywhere? दिखाई नहीं पड़ता है quarks, but you are made of quarks, नहीं?
Yes.
How interesting it is. चलिए आज तो अमरनाथ जी, अब तो पंकज जी, अच्छा ओम प्रकाश जी आज कुछ नहीं बोले हैं. ओम प्रकाश जी आप चुपचाप रहे हैं, क्या बात है?
Yes, sir. Prakash is right now in office, night duty.
Oh.
So, is there any more questions from students? Let's just quench their thirst of knowledge.
Sir,
Yeah, Aryan had a question. Yes.
sir, I want that you can question me one.
You want to
Yes.
answer a question? No, no. Actually, I am interested that the questions you must ask everything that you see around you, and you must ask related to that something which you don't understand. Your mom is using pressure cooker. Have you asked yourself why once you why we use pressure cooker? Can you answer?
So because it builds
So
the
what?
pressure.
So build pressure. So what?
So the heat in that also increases, I think.
No, how there is no relation. So why the heat increases? So what?
So because
So I need not use pressure cooker. I can use some, this electric that toaster which is there. I put everything there, so the lot of heat will be there. Why use a pressure cooker at all?
I uh um,
No, I understand. I think it's no. I don't want you to answer. Can you ask your mother, and she is using pressure cooker, so why to use pressure cooker at all, and how to use pressure cooker effectively? You see, many people what they do is that I saw, if they want to cook rice, they will say 3 बार जब whistle बजेगा उसके बाद वो होगा. But that's what against the pressure cooker. They follow this rule. So we will discuss pressure cooker next time.
yeah.
Apekha, do you know the answer to this? Why people use pressure cooker?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so maybe
Try,
you have got
try to think.
7 days next
Try to
week.
think as a scientist that what could be happening. Why? What is the advantage? Why do we use pressure cooker over the cooker, regular cooker? Start from there. There has to be some reason. We are not crazy, right? We have some advantage. That is why we use pressure cookers. So think first, what are the advantages we have, and then start thinking backward. That what is the difference between the normal cooker and this one, which enables this to give this advantage, and then that is how you think, and then you get your answer. I have another simple question for you guys. You all have been using in mathematics symbol or physics symbol like alpha, beta, gamma, pi, psi, uh,
Yeah.
mu. What did you call it? I think there is another letter you used, Malik ji. What was that you just used?
New, you mean to say?
Yeah. So where do you know where these letters come from? Which language?
Greek.
Latin or
Okay. Yes. So just like English alphabet is A B C D E F G, alpha, beta, gamma, pi, this all theta, all these are the alphabet of Greek. And when I went there in Greece recently, I saw all their words on the signboards, everything written in that all alphabets. And then in the small English also there was at the bottom, which I was reading. But it was hilarious to find out that that's their alphabet we use in our science.
Yeah, Manaji, next time you should give us some of your experience in Greece.
Yeah, I will do. I'll have put together a little presentation of the pictures so that I can talk in a way that is more meaningful for them. But one of the, like I said last time, that there are Greek, and we have to recognize that they really took science, mathematics, physical health, all of this very seriously, and art enhance the world civilization. So every country, all the major countries, civilization, they have done something, and Greek is one of them. Very small country, but their country's contribution is huge. Everybody's used something which is given by Greeks. I mean, look at the Olympics. We such important, or health science. They were the first who had the gymnasium. They used to go and practice there every day to prepare for the uh, Olympic as a play. And so gymnasium is the very first gymnasium of the is in Greece. Very first modern library you see is there. Uh, and like I said, the Olympic Games started uh, ancient time in 7th century to 4th century AD. That was the time when they were paying Christianity, and then the old Olympic game ended. Modern Olympic started in 1896, which was in Athens, and 1900 was played in Paris, and 1904 was played in London, and then after that you guys can do the research. So yes, we'll talk about it some other time, or maybe piecewise here and there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Apekya, I still had a question. Apekya, what is the question? Can you be brief?
No, I don't have question, but you have asked why do we use pressure cooker? At lower pressures, water boils at a lower temperature. That means sometimes simmering away is cooking below 100 degrees Celsius and will take longer time to cook. But in higher altitudes, by raising the pressure and boiling point above what happens at sea levels, a pressure cooker can really boost the reactions for cooking your food. I think that may be the answer.
So, yeah. No. Sorry, I didn't get you. One thing. So, how do you increase the pressure actually? You said higher altitude.
By increasing the temperature.
So, think about it. It's a very good question that will give you answer about how gases behave and all that. So,
Also, you guys have to study, take advantage of, as I said, a lot of things there. So knowledge should not be transferred only from meeting like this. There are different ways you can learn, and try to use computer, YouTube, telephone, all those sources to get the knowledge. Okay, so I think if you do a little bit of study, you both Aryan and Apecha should give a very scientific answer to Mallikji's question raised today. Why we use?
Ask your mother also that why she is using pressure, and let us know the answer next
Well,
week.
most likely she will say that it makes it cook faster. That is what the mothers will say. But we are not looking for that answer. We are looking for a scientific answer. What does it? This is a meeting about science. That scientifically, what is the reason why we do it? And there is exact reason for that. It's not like if and buts, or maybe. No. There is a solid reason. That is why that machine was built. In a way,
Aditya, you have any question? You right hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aditya, what is the question?
Sir, please explain the application of a robot.
Please explain.
Applications of robots.
yeah, I just
Well,
okay.
yeah,
I'll take this question.
Amarnathji already told many applications already.
What application you are interested in? I gave you the application in the household. I gave you application in the industry, like car industry. I gave you application in the any industry you can think of. It's there. For example, I come from the semiconductor industry. It is all the machines it's semiconductor computer chips making is like almost like 300 400 steps, and all the machines which we use, they are in fact a robotics machine, because When I started 40 years back, we used to hand carry the what you call work piece to one machine, and then when it is done the processing, we used to remove it from that machine, put it into the second machine. And machine, automatically when it's empty, it needs a new workpiece. It automatically puts a workpiece from the system from directly to the machine. It goes inside the machine. It does all the processing, cleaning, everything is done. It brings back to the in the front of the machine, and then robot will pick it up. It will take it up there, and then take that workpiece to the second machine where it is supposed to go. So, uh, engineers and technicians only in the factory are there in case there is an error in the machine. We don't do any more physically any interaction with the machine. We already program them in advance. We tell the machines what you have to do when the part comes to it, and everything is set there. It will do it. Now, if it doesn't do this, it gives us the error, then only we interfere. So that is a application I gave you in the semiconductor industry. I gave you another application of how the welding is a difficult task. So you use a lot. You can also use the robot in the assembly, like many repetitive, like nut and bolt tightening is done also by robots, because it's a very repetitive work. Robots will do the tightening in the car industry, all the things. Drilling the holes is done by it. So it has varied application. Similarly, if you take any chemical industry, medicine industry, when you mixing of the things, if human goes to mix all those chemicals, you inhale the fume of that one. You don't want to do it. So all the chemical mixing now is done by robots in the chemical industry. Painting industry, for example, can have lungs cancer. So instead of human doing that, probably in India we still do it, but here all those are done by the machines. So another name for robot would be the machine. It's kind of interchangeable. Robot is not any different from a machine. Only thing is that robot is self-sufficient. It doesn't need human help. Uh, it can operate also by itself. In the machine, you need an operator to operate. In the robot, that job function of the operator has been removed. It has been already given to robot also to do that. So like I gave you example in my house cleaning machine, it goes itself. I don't have to hold it like a vacuum cleaner. That was the old
Yes,
way.
sir.
I had to run the vacuum cleaner from one point to another, back and forth, back and forth. Now in this machine, I don't have to do it. So human beings are eliminated. That is why the robot
Application
is
of robot
advanced.
in used in education.
Yes, education also you can use it. So I tell you what, like for example, if you create a machine who goes and does the lecture in the class, it removes the
So
need of
smart
a class.
classes is a application of robot. Smart classes, projector like.
No, I didn't get your question exactly. What is your explain your question a little bit
Sir,
more.
explain the application of robot in education.
Okay. So uh, education, again, I would say that where you want in the education, like in the classroom teaching, or there are many part of the education or training, in another education. Where give me an area, then I can come up with some idea and explain to you. So say for example, classroom, right? Let's say
Yes.
many so so basically in the classroom right now, there are, let's call 30 students, and there is a teacher here teaching it in the classroom. So you have need of a teacher who is teaching, explaining, lecture. Okay. Now you can what you can do is that instead of one teacher in your classroom, you can have 5 different classes in different cities, and teacher is teaching. That is, one teacher is teaching in 5 different cities classes. Now, suppose that lecture which a robot has, if you give that the way teacher was teaching, teacher's voice, everything to a robot, you program it, you can replace the teachers even, and then following classes, that robot can teach instead of the teacher. So that is how is the I can think of application in the classroom.
So now it's time to take dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Nice chatting with all of you.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So
It's 8:25.
yeah.
Thank you,
Uh,
sir.
Wish you all
okay.
the
So
best.